Oh yay, the creepy music again. It's even called that. Ah!
Yeah, I went looking for it, obviously.
It's always entertaining hearing people talk about the music that I never hear.
Hmm?
I mute this tab.
Ah.
You shouldn't. It really, I think it helps with the effect. Anyway, for expedient purposes, we'll say that you guys make your way towards the same basement, carefully being led by the Brune brothers as you're going down the steps. Now, as far as the torch situation, who has torches? Do you even have torches still?
I think I have both of the torches still. Well, no, I gave one to Gorm, and I kept one, but I don't have it in my hand, and it's not lit.
Is there a torch lit?
Mine is not.
Oh, you gave me a torch?
Yes, to replace the one that I dropped when I fell at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, I will mark that.
There's no torches lit. I'll turn off my cool effects that I spent a couple of minutes doing.
I'm glowing. And the glowlings are glowing.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
that's not
flickering
flickering.
torchlight.
If they don't want to hold their torches out, I will hold a torch.
Do you have a torch?
Not in my inventory.
Unless you hand them a torch, I guess you don't have one.
Yeah, they gotta hand it to me. I generally don't need it because I'm special. I have like 20 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
willing to hold a torch because I like the effects.
That's fine. I just moved them off the side. They'll come back if you light them. Okay, feel free to move yourselves on the map as you please.
Where are we on the map? Oh, okay, yeah,
Bottom.
you're not helping.
Yeah,
Move.
down at the very bottom.
All I see is black.
Very bottom, about a little off center.
Everybody watch your step on that last step.
Yeah, all I see is black.
Linda, do you have dark vision? Night vision?
No, I have light glow.
Okay, you're turning your glow on?
Yeah, and aren't the glowlings glowing?
Yeah. What's the radius of your glow?
Mine is just a dim 4-yard radius. No, the glowlings are more than that.
So it's about 12 feet.
Alright. Curiosity's outside, so it's just the one.
Can everyone else see?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, if you're going in here stealthily, I need some stealth checks.
Well, that's Gorm's thing, so yes, I am.
So if you're going to stealth, do we all have to stealth?
I mean, no, but they'll go for you. But the rats will go for you rather than us if they don't see us.
Who, if you're going down,
I am the tank.
if you're going downstairs and trying to be quiet about it, go ahead and roll. If you're gonna wait,
Did we look through the ground floor?
No, we came straight back to the basement where we found the rats.
Yes, but Gorm and Orlov have looked through the ground floor.
Yeah, they have. They found evidence of the kid coming downstairs, so we're basically following them.
I mean, Gorm basically just walked off without saying much of anything. After
Has someone informed Vinda of any of this? Because last I know, I was while you guys were outside, I was looking around inside.
Okay, here's what the situation is. I found this house on the map, and me and Gorm came to check it out, and we came inside, and we found some rats, and they chased us out. So we're going to kill the rats so we can finish exploring the building. That's the whole deal. Everybody up to speed?
Are you coming and finding Vinda to tell her this?
You're standing 12 feet away from me.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you guys are all clustered together at this point.
How did we get to this point? I'm confused.
I mean, you saw us coming through when you were searching the house. I believe Zariana was saying you saw us coming.
I fast tracked us through the break. I fast tracked us the last 5 minutes. You did your thing. You talked. You moved, and now you're at the end of the basement making a game plan for going downstairs. I just fast tracked all of that.
Okay,
Anybody else have any other questions?
Is the room enough for me to be flying above the wood so I don't fall through it?
Maybe, like, just barely. It's not necessarily. I mean, it's a question of both height and space. There's barely enough room for your large wings to get in with your group moving with you, unless you stay back behind them.
No, I won't. I figured I'd ask anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I can.
But yeah, Vinda doesn't have a problem. Okay. So, Olaf, did you roll stealth?
Nope, I didn't.
Okay, then.
Not bothering.
As the rest of you come creeping down into the stairs, trying to remain quiet, Olaf, not being especially loud, but not keeping quiet either, marches down the steps ahead of you, and very quickly you hear familiar sounds of squeaking and commotion.
Okay, get ready, here they come.
Gorm readies his arrow.
Harry will go ahead and withdraw his swords.
Alright, please roll initiative. Vinda? Olaf, what did you roll?
A 10?
Gorm?
14, I believe. I'm sure. Yep, 14.
Harmony.
9. Ugh.
And Airy.
16.
Okay. With that, the rats are up first.
Okay, how?
Olaf, as you prepare your shield and sword, you see in the distance the dozens and dozens of familiar rats coming down from the corners of the room and charging towards your position again.
You sure that's the right initiative for the rats?
Ari, you're up.
I suggested that if we have any capabilities of killing all the rats at once, I figure now's the time to use them, and Ari will slide forward. Staying behind Olaf, but he's going to slide forward. And that should be about all I do. Just move. Hold my attack action just in case the rats decide to come into melee range.
Okay, and what action are you holding?
Melee attack. Okay, or whenever the rats come under melee range.
Okay. Vinde, your turn.
Okay, where are they? Is it just that one big group there, or what?
It's the only one we can see.
And they're right on the edge of the rotten section, looks like?
Looking ahead, you can see that some of the floor is rotting away. Make a perception check. Yeah, you notice that the floor they're skirting around seems to be rotted away, and there seems to be just like a pile of sand, dirt, where the wood was up against where the foundation would be, except for this location here. Looking out and seeing in there, you can see that is actually a hole, and you can't see where it ends. So what are you going to do?
I am going to try to use downdraft. And I don't know, but the thought was that maybe it might be enough to damage some of that rotted stuff some more underneath.
Okay, where do you want to target that spell?
Right over the massive rats.
Okay.
Right, then points. What we can do with those. What's that?
Okay, so they make a dexterity test against your spell power. Right, that probably doesn't succeed, right?
My spell power is 13.
So, Vinda, as Vinda slides over and comes across, scoping out the area, she sees a cluster of the rats coming, and she reaches out with her hand, and there's already a gust sort of in this room, but the wind seems to pick up near her, and as it does, it tunnels over to the rat creatures, and you see them all just sort of be blown over to onto their backs, and they all just sort of all on their forelegs. They tumble over and are knocked prone from her spell.
Okay, and I think I'm just going to use these stun points to reduce the costs. I can do that. Yeah. So.
I'm sorry, your bonus action to do what?
I'm going to use the stun points to reduce the magic point cost twice.
Okay.
Which is skillful casting.
Okay. Did you do you want to use your minor action for anything?
I guess I'll just move up so I can see better. Floating up to the ground here. How far can I move again? That's somewhere. My speed is 11. Did we decide if that was 6 or 7?
That's 30. That's 30 feet, so that would be 6 squares.
It's 33, right?
6
but we
squares.
rounded.
I can actually get out over this open space. I don't seem to be going. So it's just like, okay, now I can see. Not that I can see anything. My little flower. Oh well.
I can barely hear what you're saying, Eagle.
And nothing. I'm just. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it was thinking, and then I was trying to see, and I can't see far with my little glow.
Okay. Gorm, you're up.
Okay, I use the minor action to aim, and then I will fire at the rats.
Go for it.
And I get a +1 to that.
Okay. You standing up on the stairs, you pull back an arrow, and as
actually 1 second, there's stunt points to be spent. Actually,
Yeah, still trying to get the hang of this stunt point stuff.
Okay. Well, I will just leave it at that for now.
okay,
I'll wait until I find out if it hits.
you pull back with your arrow, and as you shoot, Vinda sends out her magic wave of a gust of wind, and right as you're about to hit one of the creatures, her wind gusts it out of the way, and it tumbles away from you, and the arrow sinks into the rotten wood in between them all.
Okay, I'm going to spend my stunt point to rapid reload and instantly reload.
All right, then. You have a minor action left?
No, my minor action was to aim to get a +1 on that.
Oh, okay. Winter.
Just a minute, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna use Heroic Aura.
Isn't that a potion?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you do?
I've already imbued it into a potion, so I don't think I have to roll anything now.
Right, because you already rolled to cast it, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, so you just drink it?
Yep.
Okay, I would count that as a minor action then. So, you take out one of your vials, and knowing which one it is, you drink down your Heroic Aura potion, gaining a +2 to your defense. And what do you do with your major action?
I'm gonna walk forward. And that's all.
All right. Winter downs a potion, and she moves up past Ari and Olav, bringing us to Olav's turn.
Okay, I briefly consider firing my pistol at the rats, but I think that maybe I shouldn't do that because might deafen everybody in this enclosed space. So I just bang my sword on my shield to try to get the rat's attention and yell at them.
Go ahead and roll a communication test for me.
Communication?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You start banging at your sword and making as much noise, or sorry, banging your shield and making as much noise as you possibly can. Harmony, your turn. You're watching as your friends step up. Vinda casts a gust of wind and knocks several of their creatures down. Gorm has missed his first arrow and is charging for another shot. What do you do?
I'm gonna go there and try to use my spear on these ones that I'm kind of like in a sweeping motion with my spear. See how many of these I can hit here.
Oh, what's the range on your spear?
It's 4 meters.
Okay. They're just in your range. A few of them are. So go ahead and roll your attack.
No, actually, no, I'm gonna move closer because I wasn't on my movement speed. I'll go there.
Okay. You get a little bit closer and you can get a much better aim at the creatures as they're rolling around on their back. His aura fills the room and you begin to see more of these rat creatures coming up towards you all. You jam your spear down, but the creatures get up off of their back and start moving again before you're able to catch them. They're too quick and small, and it's difficult to hit. Right, that would make it their turn. Okay, so with that, there's going to be 2 attacks to Harmony. Alright, well, either of those hit.
Yeah, those will both hit. Those are really high rolls. Wow.
Alright, so
They're very angry swarm of rats right there.
you take 9 points of damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save.
So so I subtract the armor number from each of those, right?
Yes. And I need you to make 2 Constitution saves.
Do I make so the second one that only has 3 damage doesn't even hurt me? Do I need to roll for that one?
Yes. Or no, because your armor absorbs it, so no. Okay. You, as the creatures find small little nooks in your armor and bite down, you manage to kick some off and brush others off, some to can't even penetrate your armor. One of them, a couple of them that penetrate your leg, you feel some sort of effect coming in, and you, it kind of, you can feel it down your legs, starts to burn a little bit, but you shrug it off and continue to fight. Airy.
Okay, I will move. And then I shall attack this particular group of mice.
Alright, go ahead.
Rats.
Rats, sorry.
Rats are scarier.
You as you see the rats crawling up Harmony's leg and biting into him. You start hacking and slashing and trying to catch one, but they're just too quick, and you just barely miss one as it scurries away, and it gives you this evil look as you come near it.
Maybe we should have brought the cat with us. And that's all I got.
Venda. Venda, you're watching as Harmony is battling with creatures, with the rat creatures as they're crawling up his body and biting into him. Ares trying to hack away but having no success. What are you doing?
First, I will use rewrite. Activate that. It's going through. Oh,
There it goes.
okay, I will try to do that and fail. Wonderful. And then, where's that thing? Fabric of Fate to attack the I guess that one, and pretty much the nearest one that's actually attacking someone at the moment.
Alright, go for it.
I hit it. Is it going through? Is it just me lagging or what?
Sounds like looks like it's roll 20 actually.
So you spend a second and try to focus.
Okay,
And
I'm going to make that a lethal spell, I think.
okay.
Or should I do fast casting then hit another one with that? It's kind of a lot of magic points. I'll make it a lethal spell.
Okay. Go for it.
have to figure out how much damage that is. Okay, the lethal spell is 2d6. Eh.
Okay, so you deal 1d3 plus 1 penetrating damage. Lethal spell will increase the. Will give you an extra.
Lethal would give you an extra 2d6.
2d6. So it's 1d3 plus 1 plus 2d6. So go ahead and roll the 1d1, the 1d3 plus 1 first.
So what's that?
And then roll 2d6.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
And roll 2d6, Vinda. As the first spell you send out, you attempt to try and prepare for battle, but it fizzles as you see Harmony being attacked, and it startles you for a minute. But regaining your composure, you change again, and you weave your hand in a circle and send sort of a violet light towards your enemies, and you see as the individual rats are just pulled apart, just obliterated, as though time itself has torn open and pulled them back to non-existence. So that will be 9 points of good damage. That's good. Harmony, you watch as 9 of the rats near you are just torn apart limb from limb. Their small little bodies just being obliterated next to you as you see Vinda's the purple light from Vinda's hand leaving her body. Do you want to move? You've already used your minor action, so it's Gorm's turn.
I will minor action to aim and then fire again.
All right, go for it.
So that's 12.
Once again, they're too quick, and arrows are just not really the best type of weapon to take out rats. And another arrow goes and sails and skids across the wooden floor. Winter.
I head towards my thing is going really slow, so it's not really letting me do much. Sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. Just tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm going to go to the rats right underneath Vinda.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Flame Blast.
Okay. Make a perception check for me first.
Okay.
As you approach and you begin casting the spell in your hands, you look to the side and you can see the very edge of a hole creeping up as you get closer.
Oh, I didn't do anything yet. That was Gorm.
Oh. Well, you found a hole.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, fine. Yeah, you very clearly can see a hole next to you. Go ahead and roll your flame blast.
Okay, it fails.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you're casting the spell and you notice the hole, it catches you off guard, and for a second you sort of freak out, and in that moment, the spell fizzles from your hand, and you're like, Drat! Olaf, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna do nothing this turn.
Okay. You certain you don't want to hold an action?
I guess. What does that mean?
So it means you can name a trigger, and when the trigger happens, you can do something. So like Ari held his turn to wait till a creature came within melee range of him.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Harmony.
Okay, I'm gonna try and I don't know, like walk between these three groups of rats here and then make it over that hole that's on the left side and then fly like just over the edge of that. See if I can convince some of them to try and jump after me. Or at least distract them from everybody else.
I will say, go ahead and move. I will say make a deception check. So
Is that a communication roll?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you going to do something in major action?
What?
You have a major action left?
Oh, but flying. So I was moving and then also flying and lifting off into the air also takes an action. I believe, if I remember the movement rules correctly.
You're moving. That's a minor action.
Yeah, I thought like go like actually like the act of like actually flying was a separate action, but it's not.
It would be normally, but not for you because flying is part of who you are. It's your body, so essentially it's the same as walking for you.
Okay. Am I still in range of any of them with my spear?
What's the range of your spear?
12 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you are, so you made an attack.
I'll take another. Oh my goodness, that is just a terrible roll.
We're all getting pretty bad rolls.
Wow.
Yeah, once again, they're too shifty, too difficult to hit. it is their turn. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so two groups of them come converging on your position, ready to take your attack, but you manage to keep your position just ever so slightly, so it looks like you're on the ground. But quickly, they run past you and tumble off into the hole, killing off two groups of them.
This is awesome.
You just hear two tiny groups of a dozen bodies just go.
How deep is that hole?
I don't want to know.
Too deep for rats. Alright, but the three of them are going to get attacks, one on Airy and two on Winter. This one is to Airy.
Uh, 12, that will hit.
Alright. Go ahead and take your 7 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Constitution was 16.
Yeah, you feel those same small little bites, but manage to shrug off any effects from them. 2 attacks to Winter. So Winter, that's a 9 and a 10 to hit you.
No. They both do not hit.
Alright, the creatures come crawling up to you, but the heroic aura potion has taken effect on your body, and you emit sort of a small yellow glow from your body, and it's enough for the rats are wanting to dodge it, and they're having to skirt around and sort of nipping at your heels, not sort of half-heartedly attempting to bite at you. Airy, you're up.
Okay, since this group of rats did my work for me, I'm going to go ahead and take aim and try to hit these guys. Or not.
Yep, that's a misses. There's just only a couple of them left. There's only about 3 rats left in this group, and you're just like trying to smack at them as they're biting at your shoes.
That was unusually low for me, but oh well. And that's about all I got, since I aimed as a minor action.
Finda.
I guess I will try again. I'll attack the near one that's going after Winter.
Alright. What spell are you using?
Hit the button. Come on. Trying to go through.
Roll 20 acting up. Again.
Yeah, it's just being a little slow today.
There it goes.
Oh, come on.
Aw.
Once again, with the purple light in your hands, you try and reach out with the same spell, but you are distracted as you see several rats just flying into a hole, and it makes you chuckle a little bit, and you lose focus of your spell. Gorm.
I will use my minor action to reload, and then I will fire at the rats right here.
Go for it.
Does it finally do something?
Add a +1 to it.
No.
You aim and just barely miss the tail of a couple of rats as your arrow once again just skitters past them. They're just too quick. You gonna do anything with your minor action?
I used it to reload.
Alright. Winter.
Alright, I once again use Flame Blast.
Nice. You see Winter's hands, the opposite of her name, gold red hot to the touch. You see red flames flickering off as she points them down toward the two groups of rats coming near her. How much?
I'm also going to use a Mighty Spell.
Okay. To which group?
It's a 2 yards wide stream.
Alright, so then they both need to make dexterity saves. Alright, so they rolled a 5 and a 13. Do either of those meet or succeed your spell power?
The 13.
Okay. So one of them will take half damage. I'm sorry, not half. It takes 1d. So go ahead and roll 1d6 plus 1. Okay. Man, those are some nice rolls. Okay. The first set of rats you see, the first group coming over to you, you just obliterate. You see as Winter, all of you watch as Winter just turns 12 rats into just ash and catches 3 more from the other group. And there's just a pile of tiny rat ash in front of her as flame just rolls off of her fingers.
I'm also using Skillful Casting, since I got 4 stunt points and all.
Alright, there you go. Olav, that brings us to you.
Okay, I'm gonna move up and to the right and try to hit this group of knights in front of me
Alright.
with my sword.
Whack, whack. You're just hitting wood as you're trying to get these rats. They're just so quick. But thankfully, your attacks are aimed away from Winter, so you're not in danger of hitting her. But they're just these quick little nimble rats. Harmony.
I'll fly over and try and help Ari out here. And oh my goodness, sad rolls.
Yep, you're just making dents in the wood, and as you're stabbing into the wood, at one point you stab in between Ares' feet and kind of catch a look in his eye. Huh.
So in order to use the skirmish, do I actually have to hit them, or can I use that just during my attack in general?
You just have to use a stun point.
Yeah, I'm gonna skirmish and push him away from Ari. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move, if I can move them like between, like that, in the spot like between me and Ari, to try and force them towards the hole.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As you're stabbed down near between Ares' feet, you quickly readjust and stab again, scaring the remaining 3 over there. Alright. These 3 are going to try and scurry off. As far as they get. And the other ones are going to take a bite attack at the newcomer, Olaf. It's a 10 to hit.
No, get that sorry mess out of here.
You stab it, you stomp down with your feet and use your shield to kind of brush the ones that crawl up on you away, and just manage to keep any of them from biting at you. Harry.
In that case, I will move. And then I will attack these particular ones. Make sure that they are no longer a threat. Okay.
The three of them are just running away, they're just scurrying too fast, and you're just kind of hacking at their tails as they run past you.
It's a half legendary action.
Yeah, I'm looking at it to see what I can't do.
You can move them 6 yards with skirmish. Into the hole with them.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
So did the rats kill you guys?
No, I lured
Not
2
yet.
groups of them into a pit. It was great. They jumped off and tried to get to me.
Yeah, I will see if I can't move them over, since I have 3 stunt points. 1, 2, 3. 2 yards for each additional stunt point I have.
Alright, so where would you like to move them?
To the hole.
Ah, okay.
And that would be 6 yards.
Yeah, you careful with your axe, you sort of drive the rats away to where they don't notice that they're heading right for a hole, and they run into the same pit as the other of their friends had ran into, and you just hear
It works!
That's my favorite.
But it just sounded like someone throwing a tennis ball against the side of a wall 3 times.
Kyrath, I've given you temporary control of Harmony so you can see what's going on. Vinda.
Gracias.
I will try again with the remaining group. Find the right one. And the leg strikes again. Come on, roll 20. There it goes. Ah!
There you go.
There we go.
Roll your damage.
No stun points to boost the damage this time. I'm sad.
Once again, Olaf, you see as 3 rats are lifted into the air about 2 feet off the ground by purple light and just torn asunder, like little, like tiny wormholes, just pulling them apart. You get a little bit of blood and gore splattered in both the faces of Winter and Olaf. Gorm.
I will do exactly what I did last round. And miss.
This time, your arrow skids off and it falls into the hole next to Winter. They're just too hard to hit. Winter.
I used Flame Blast again.
Go for it. Nice.
Okay. With my stun points, I'm going to use Lethal Spell.
I believe that makes your spell power.
They take an extra 2d6.
Yes, but they made their save there, right?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so that would be a 1d6 plus 1 plus your extra damage.
Okay.